like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a pogo.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now it's Newton. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Brees now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Easy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees gets it to Meredith complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Brees now on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn from 10 yards out, and the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And the inaugural carry here for Fozzie Whitaker. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete here. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Kamara now to return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Space to maneuver at the 40. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can
Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, it's right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a first down throw for Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
they? When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore from 3 yards out. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On first down, Breeze. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Breeze to throw on second down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your right.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Monday. 21.
To throw is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Over.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 50, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. To throw on second down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. A final shot before the break. Newton. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it'll be intercepted. It's Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From midfield, here's Breeze. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Eluding the pressure right. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. The other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gano's kick is right through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
21.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw, it's Breeze. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Breeze going to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1-2. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Fullback, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And now it's blocked. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he spins free. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take...
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On second down, Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Adams.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Alex Okafor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Newton to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to go deep for Funch, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. He's still on his feet. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Got some real estate inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They come out here in the eye. Now the keeper, it's Breeze. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Saints add on to their lead. Now Brees will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now this time Brees will throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And caught left side. Olsen. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Newton now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carolina getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Breeze is looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Mario Addison able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a short gain here down to the 22. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis. Say so long from Charlotte.